Hello, this is Dr. Matthew Johnson at Camp Xanue, spontaneously putting our guests on the spot. We are sitting out on the back porch. The weather has finally cleared up and the clouds are going bye-bye. And we're sitting around the fire pit and I'm just going to ask a few questions. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
So, have you experienced anything at Camp Xanue while you've been here this weekend?
Yes.
Like what? What have you seen or heard?
So Friday night, I was seeing the shadow outlines of the Xanue really well. I saw at the night sit, I saw multiple little ones, from really little to mid-size, walking real close right in front of us, as well as some bigger ones walking side to side further away. And I saw at our cot there were two tall ones that walked right past the foot of our cots when we went to bed that night.
Wow.
And so that I was seeing more than I normally do. And then Saturday night I saw less, but I got a lot more energy transference.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to mind speak with the council,
Mm-hmm.
and they were sending pretty intense energy back to me, which I normally only feel if I'm up at the woodpile or up with Cantu.
Mm-hmm.
This was like being up with Cantu, but in my chair.
Okay.
I also had head touching. Was that night? I can't remember if that's Friday night or Saturday night, where they were dancing their fingers on my. Well, no, they were more back of my neck, back of my head.
Cool.
Talking to the tree.
Very cool. Well, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Hi, Tim.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Where are you from?
I'm from La Center, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
and I made a friend.
You did?
Yeah, I had a guy walk up to me, and Matt come up and said, "Hey, put your hand out," and I could.
A
feel-
guy meaning a Xanue,
A
right?
Xanue walked up, yes.
Yes.
I couldn't see him, but Matt could.
Mm-hmm.
And he had me put my hand out, and he put his hand on mine, and I could feel his hand going up and down and stuff. And he said he wanted to be my friend. His name was Gamish.
Commish, yes.
And also seen a blue haze go in front of us while we were sitting down there. And I turned around once and looked behind all of our chairs, and I seen some red eyes just for a second, and lots of orbs in the trees,
Mm-hmm.
and just a wonderful time.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Candy.
Hi.
You just walked out. Good
Yes.
timing.
No.
Yes. So you've watched the testimonial videos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the time we get to talk about what we've seen or heard while we're here.
What we've seen or we've heard. Well, I haven't really experienced much.
Uh-huh.
I mean, personally, I've seen other people experience things, but
What did you hear?
oh, geez. I don't know. This is kind of unexpected here.
Yes, it is.
We weren't expecting it either.
No.
It was spontaneous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you some time to think, and I'm coming back to you.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, I'm Sharon from Battleground, Washington. Friday the night sit was pretty cool. I was able to see a little bit of the eye glow again from behind the woodpile to visit council and their family. And I saw Cantu's energy, like a column, briefly, going up from behind the jars. And when Brandon went to the hugging jar to get a hug from Cantu,
Mm-hmm.
his head would disappear. He was wearing a white sweatshirt. So when Cantu had his hand on Brandon's head, his head disappeared.
Yeah.
Or when he put his hand on Brandon's back disappeared.
Right.
It was really, really cool, and it really showed up well because of the white sweatshirt. So thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, I
And-
knew about it.
Yeah, and yeah, that was Friday night. That was what I experienced last night. I was having leg cramps, so I didn't want to go down and then be afraid that I couldn't get back up to the house. So I opted to turn into my cot early. And but yeah, it's been a great weekend. Lots of fun. A few new people, and that's always fun, and meet new open-minded, like-minded people at camp.
Agreed.
Love it.
Thank you. Now, before I keep going left, I'm going to come back to the right. Look who just walked in. Yeah, that's right. Hello there. What's your name and where are you from?
Let's see. I'm Ron. I'm from Yelm.
Yelm, Washington.
Yes.
Okay, and have you seen, heard anything here this weekend?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I saw. I have an infrared monocular, and I saw Matt standing at the wood pile, and on his left I saw two 10-foot tall beings, the silhouettes, only the silhouettes, dark silhouettes, and a 15-foot tall one. And I could see them sort of like moving a bit, you know, so I knew it wasn't just trees or anything, they were moving a bit. Then later, again using my monocular, I saw Cantu and Saria.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the hands on the people as they were hugging them,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually saw this part of them leaning forward
Okay.
over them as they were doing it. What else? Let's see. After the night sit, I went to the eave of the garage and sat there on my chair, just continuing a night sit by myself, and all of a sudden something pushed right here on my elbow, like pushed me like that, and I was like, I thought it was the dog, and I looked and there was nothing there, and the dog was way over there lying down sleeping. So I know they followed me up or were there and wanted to engage.
Cool.
Trying to think of anything else I've seen. Hey, that's anyways, that was a lot for one night. I did perceive a lot of movement in the woods. Nothing exact, but a lot of movement, like shadows moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Amy.
My name's Amy from Olympia, and I felt a lot of energy here. I think I'm feeling and hearing a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I experienced a lot of energy on a trail called the Cougar Loop.
Mm-hmm.
And at the night sits, I also saw what Ron saw, which was when people were getting hugs. I could see their Cantu and Soraya's arms more clearly, and there was a lot of attention to their heads, and littles were coming up and touching people in the legs, and that was cool. And it was easier to see on Brandon because his white sweatshirt made it just a little easier to see. Most of us are all in darker colored clothes.
Right.
And I saw lots of lights. I saw some orbs. And I heard some unusual things, although nothing really like definitive. I had some weird experiences in my cot both nights. Friday night, I had a dream that I was flying with the Xanue, and it was holding me, and then it asked me, or I asked it why it was helping me fly, and it told me it's been helping me for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night, Saturday night, I was like, I want to fly again in my dream, and I was still like getting ready for bed, and I swear I was like kind of like adjusting, and then I felt my body like lift out of my bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I could like see it there, and I was like, wait, I'm not ready. And I went back into my body. So that was kind of cool. So hopefully tonight I continue another flying dream, and this time I'm more ready before I say I'm ready to fly.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, Pam.
Oh, hello.
You walked in.
I did.
What have you seen or heard this weekend at Camp Xanue?
Well, Friday night was very cool. So Friday night, let's see, a lot of things happened, but one of them was when Ron went up to the woodpile, and as he was up there, I saw a large orange half orb. It's the orange red, but it wasn't above his head, but it was high, but kind of on the other side of the woodpile. And then when I went to have a hug from Saria, Matt called out all the places they were touching me, and then told me, there's little ones holding my hands working on. And this hand got warm. Now, understand that there was cold wind everywhere else, and this hand got warm. I could feel the little one touching my hand and holding my hand. And then Momo, with all the love that we have, and he had a spot on his back, and he was so funny. So I worked on him, gave him a massage, and he was like, oh my goodness, that was so wonderful. And he did something he's never done before, and he put up his paw and put it in my hand, and he wanted me to hold his paw. He's never done that. He's not taught to shake hands, by the way. And then he just leaned over, and anytime I tried to put his paw, I said, nope, I want you to hold my hand. And then he started licking my hands. He's never done that before. So all our energy and all the love that's there, it's involving everything that's around us. So, and I wanted to say that it's really cool when Matt calls off where they're touching us, because he doesn't know what issues we have in our body. So I said, right shoulder, yes. This hand, yes. This hand I've had problems with. My belly, that was one place they were touching, and I was like, you got to realize that he doesn't have cue cards to say this is the thing they're working on. He doesn't know that. So that's really huge to realize.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
No,
That's it?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, I'm Angie. I'm from Lacey, Olympia area. And let's see, Friday night at the night sit, I was seeing a lot of twinkly lights and some shimmering behind the wood pile and on the sides of the wood piles. I had a good experience at my cot that night as well, where about 2 o'clock in the morning, because I'm a late, stay up late, had my whole body started to vibrate, which I'd not experienced before. So that was fascinating. It was awesome. At the night sit last night, Saturday night, actually saw some red eyes for the first time, really tall, back to the right of the wood pile, really high up, and a lot more shimmering, and just a blue, almost a constant at one point, blue fog haze that just was flowing through the entire area surrounding all of us. It was wonderful. Amy and I got a couple of corresponding pictures. We were taking them at the same time last night, and early before the night sit started, and captured a couple Xanues in the tree, kind of popping out of the tree. And at first we thought it was some sort of weird light effect, but they moved. And so that was really cool to see. And nothing today yet.
Yet. We have portal night tonight. Yep. Okay. Hello.
Hi, I'm Patty from Whidbey Island, and I came this weekend with a focus of wanting to try to see them better. And it's a work in progress, but I was able to see shapes last night when I went down to get my hug from Soraya and Kantu. At night when I'm laying down, if I want to know if they're there, they press on the bed on either side of my feet just to let me know that they're there, and they do that here as well as at home. So it's been a great weekend.
Awesome. And then to my immediate left, we have Mr. Birthday Boy. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Brandon. I'm from Ogden, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
And And my experiences at Camp Xanue this time started with walking around the trails. I seen several glyphs and stick structures, and a couple points I had some footsteps paralleling me on the trails. And at the night sits, I was watching people going up for hugs, and parts of their bodies was disappearing. And I was also seeing red eye shine of all different heights in the trees, and the glow rocks around us were disappearing and glowing again. And I was also seeing some kind of purplish blue mist around people at the hugging jars and the wood piles. And that's about it so far.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. That's been the weekend at Camp Xanue so far. It is Sunday evening, by the way, and we are going to be experiencing Portal Night tonight. Are you guys looking forward to Portal Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So I'll be reporting, and we'll all be reporting tomorrow about how Portal Night went. So wait for that next video, and we hope to see you here at Camp Xanue. We have go to xanue.com, xanue.com, click on events, and we have camps coming up in August and September. They're filling up, so if you want to come, you better register online right away. Dr. J signing off. Bye-bye.